Welcome back, coin enthusiasts. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of United Kingdom 50 pence coins and exploring the top 4 most valuable 50p coins. These coins are not just currency, they're miniature pieces of history, each carrying unique designs, mint marks, and variations that make them highly sought after by collectors around the globe. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a curious newcomer, this guide will give you a detailed look at the coins that can fetch thousands of dollars depending on their rarity, condition, and market demand. Let's get started. First up, the United Kingdom 50 pence dated 1983, examined here in fine condition. At first glance, this coin may seem like ordinary pocket change, but as with many coins, its true story lies beneath the surface. In this video, we'll explore the historical context of the 1983 50 pence, its design and unique features, why collectors pay close attention to this year, how condition affects rarity and demand, and most importantly, what this coin can realistically achieve at auction in US dollars. Whether you're a beginner collector or a seasoned numismatist, this guide will help you understand why the 1983 50 pence still holds a special place in the collector market. The 50 pence coin was first introduced in the United Kingdom in 1969 as part of the country's move toward decimalization. Its distinctive seven-sided shape, known as an equilateral curve heptagon, made it instantly recognizable and practical for everyday use. By 1983, the UK was well into the decimal era, and the 50 pence had become a familiar coin in circulation. This year falls during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, whose portrait appears on the obverse. The 1983 issue is particularly notable because it sits at an important point in the series, with changes in minting practices, metal composition consistency, and collector awareness growing during this period. While millions of 50 pence coins were produced overall, certain dates like 1983 attract attention due to specific variations and their role in the broader history of British coinage. The 1983 50 pence features the familiar crowned lion standing atop a royal crown on the reverse, a powerful symbol of British monarchy and national identity. The obverse displays Queen Elizabeth II's portrait designed by Arnold Machin, which was widely used across UK coinage for many years. In fine condition, details such as the lion's manner, the crown's jewels, and the Queen's facial features remain clearly visible, though some light wear is expected on high points. The coin is struck in cupronickel, giving it a silver-like appearance without precious metal content. Its seven-sided shape not only sets it apart visually but also plays a role in its collectability, as it remains one of the most recognizable coin designs in the world. Although the 1983 50 pence is not considered extremely rare in general terms, condition plays a major role in determining its desirability. In heavily worn, damaged, or corroded condition, these coins hold little value beyond face value or novelty interest. However, even damaged examples can attract beginner collectors who are building date runs or learning about British decimal coinage. Collector demand increases significantly when coins show fewer scratches, no deep gouges, and legible details. Fine condition represents a balance point where the coin is clearly circulated but still visually appealing, making it attractive to budget-conscious collectors who want authentic circulation pieces rather than high-cost uncirculated examples. When it comes to auction market value, the 1983 UK 50 pence in fine condition typically sells for modest but respectable prices. In US dollar terms, most fine condition examples trade in the range of approximately $100,000 to $34,000, depending on eye appeal, strike quality, and overall preservation. Coins with particularly sharp details, clean surfaces, or strong luster remnants can sometimes exceed this range when sold in online auctions with strong bidding interest. While this may not seem like a fortune, it's important to remember that this value represents a significant premium over face value and reflects steady collector demand rather than speculation. For collectors interested in the 1983 50 pence, the first tip is to carefully examine condition. Look for even wear rather than harsh scratches or discoloration. Original surfaces and natural toning are preferable to cleaned coins, which often lose value. Storage is also important. Keeping the coin in a protective holder or flip will help prevent further wear. Collectors should also compare prices across multiple auction platforms to understand realistic market values. Building a complete 50 pence date collection can be a rewarding long-term goal, and the 1983 issue fits neatly into such a set without requiring a large investment. In conclusion, the United Kingdom 50 pence dated 1983 in fine condition may not be the rarest coin in British numismatics, but it remains an important and collectible piece of modern UK coinage. Its historical context, iconic design, and steady demand among collectors give it lasting appeal. With auction values in dollars that exceed face value and a strong place within 50 pence collections, this coin proves that even everyday currency can tell a fascinating story. If you enjoy collecting coins that combine history, design, and affordability, the 1983 50 pence is certainly worth a closer look. Next up, the United Kingdom 50 new pence of 1980. At first glance, this coin may look like everyday pocket change from the late 20th century, but when found in excellent condition, it holds a special place in the world of numismatics. In this video, we'll explore its history, unique design features, rarity across conditions, and most importantly, its current auction market value in US dollars. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone who has just discovered an old 50p coin in a drawer, this guide will help you understand why the 1980 50 new pence deserves attention. The 50 new pence coin was introduced in 1969 as part of the United Kingdom's transition to a decimal currency system. By 1980, Britain was more than a decade into decimalisation, and the 50p had become a familiar and widely used denomination. The year 1980 falls within the early decimal era, a time when the Royal Mint was refining production techniques and standardising designs. These coins were struck during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, reflecting a period of economic adjustment and modernisation in the UK. Although the 1980 50 new pence was minted for circulation, its place in history lies in representing the stability and maturity of Britain's decimal coinage system. One of the most distinctive aspects of the 50 new pence is its seven-sided, or heptagonal, shape. This unusual form was revolutionary at the time and remains iconic today, making the 50p instantly recognisable by touch and sight. The obverse of the 1980 coin features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II designed by Arnold Machin, a classic and elegant depiction that appeared on UK coins for many years. The reverse showcases Britannia, the enduring symbol of Britain, seated with shield and trident, representing strength, unity, and maritime heritage. In excellent condition, the sharpness of the Queen's portrait, the fine lines of Britannia, and the clean edges of the heptagonal shape are especially striking, elevating the coin from ordinary change to collectible status. In damaged or heavily worn condition, the 1980 50 new pence is quite common and typically holds little more than face value. Millions were minted, and many remain in circulation or collections. However, collector demand changes dramatically when condition is considered. Coins that are scratched, bent, corroded, or heavily circulated are generally of low interest to serious collectors. That said, even damaged examples can still appeal to beginners or those completing date runs of decimal coinage. The true rarity does not lie in the year itself, but in finding examples that have survived decades of use without significant wear. When the 1980 50 new pence is found in excellent or near-mint condition, it becomes far more desirable. Coins that show minimal handling, strong luster, and crisp details are increasingly difficult to find, especially because many were used extensively in everyday transactions. Collectors value these high-grade examples as representations of the coin exactly as it left the Royal Mint. Demand is particularly strong among collectors of Elizabeth II decimal coinage and those focusing on Britannia-themed designs. Proof-like strikes or coins preserved in original mint sets are especially sought after and can command higher prices at auction. In today's auction market, the value of a 1980 United Kingdom 50 new pence varies widely depending on condition. Circulated examples typically sell for around $334,000. However, coins in excellent condition classified as extremely fine to uncirculated can fetch between $216,000. Fully uncirculated or mint set examples often reach $114,000, particularly when competition among collectors is strong. In rare cases, pristine examples with exceptional eye appeal or professional grading have sold for even higher prices at international auctions. While it may not be a four-figure rarity, its steady demand makes it a solid and respectable collectible. If you're looking to collect or invest in the 1980 50 new pence, condition should be your top priority. Always examine the coin under good lighting, checking for edge damage, surface scratches, and loss of detail. Storing the coin properly in a protective holder or capsule can help preserve its value over time. Avoid cleaning the coin, as improper cleaning can significantly reduce collector interest and market price. It's also wise to compare recent auction results to understand current demand and pricing trends. For serious collectors, purchasing certified examples from reputable dealers or auction houses can provide added confidence. In conclusion, the United Kingdom 50 new pence of 1980 may appear ordinary at first, but in excellent condition, it tells a rich story of Britain's decimal history and numismatic design. Its iconic shape, classic imagery, and connection to the early decimal era make it a meaningful addition to many collections. While it may not be the rarest coin in British history, its value lies in condition, preservation, and steady collector demand. If you own one or are thinking of adding it to your collection, the 1980 50 new pence is a timeless reminder that even everyday coins can hold lasting significance. Next up, the United Kingdom, the 1969 50 new pence coin in very fine condition. Although this coin is often overlooked because of its large mintage, it holds a special place in British numismatic history as part of the transition to decimal currency. In this video, we will explore its background, design, collector appeal, and most importantly its rarity perception and auction market value in US dollars, helping you understand why even a seemingly common coin can still attract strong interest from collectors around the world. The 1969 50 new pence coin was introduced during a major transformation in the United Kingdom's monetary system. Britain was preparing for decimal day in 1971, when the old pounds, shillings, and pence system would be replaced with a modern decimal structure. The 50 new pence was one of the earliest decimal coins issued to familiarize the public with the new system. Minted under Queen Elizabeth II, the 1969 issue represents the beginning of a new era in British coinage. It was struck for circulation and widely used in everyday transactions, making it an important historical artifact rather than a short-lived commemorative piece. One of the most distinctive aspects of the 1969 50 new pence coin is its large size and seven-sided, heptagonal shape, which made it instantly recognizable in circulation. The obverse features the elegant portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin, a portrait that became iconic across British coinage for decades. The reverse displays Britannia seated the lion standing atop with a trident, symbolizing Britain's maritime strength and national identity. In very fine condition, the coin still shows clear details in Britannia's figure, the trident, and the Queen's portrait, with moderate wear but no major damage. These design elements continue to attract collectors who appreciate classic British coin artistry. While the 1969 50 new pence was produced in large quantities, its condition plays a crucial role in determining collector demand. Coins in damaged condition such as heavily worn, scratched, bent, or corroded examples are generally less desirable and hold minimal collector value. However, even damaged coins are sometimes kept by beginners or historical collectors because of the coin's importance as one of the first decimal issues. Demand increases noticeably for examples that avoid major damage, especially those graded very fine or better. Collectors often seek problem-free coins to complete date sets or to represent the early decimal period in their collections. When it comes to auction market value, the 1969 50 new pence in very fine condition typically sells for a modest but stable price. In today's market, most examples in very fine condition fetch approximately $423,000 at online auctions and coin marketplaces. Coins with better eye appeal, strong details, and original surfaces can sometimes reach slightly higher prices, especially when sold in competitive auctions. Proof versions or rare error varieties, if authenticated, can command significantly higher prices, but standard circulation strikes remain affordable. Despite its low monetary value, the coin's historical importance keeps it consistently traded among collectors. For collectors interested in the 1969 50 new pence, condition assessment is key. Look for coins with clear legends, visible facial features on the Queen's portrait, and strong details on Britannia. Avoid coins that have been harshly cleaned, as this can reduce collector appeal even if the coin appears shiny. Storing the coin properly in a protective holder or coin flip will help preserve its condition over time. Collectors may also consider pairing this coin with other early decimal issues to create a complete and historically meaningful set. Buying from reputable sellers and comparing auction results can help ensure fair pricing. In conclusion, the United Kingdom 1969 50 new pence coin may not be one of the most valuable coins in terms of raw dollar value, but it is unquestionably rich in history and significance. In very fine condition, it represents a well-preserved example of Britain's transition into decimal currency and remains popular among collectors worldwide. With auction values typically ranging from a few dollars, it offers an affordable entry point into British numismatics while still holding long-term historical appeal. Whether you are a seasoned collector or just starting out, the 1969 50 new pence is a coin worth understanding, appreciating, and adding to your collection. Next up, the United Kingdom's 1982 50 pence coin, specifically in circulated condition. While at first glance it may appear to be an ordinary coin that has passed through countless pockets and purses, the 1982 50 pence holds a unique place in the history of UK coinage. Its design, limited mintage variations, and subtle details make it highly collectible, even when it shows signs of wear. In this video, we will explore the coin's history, its distinctive features, the rarity and demand for circulated examples, its current market value in dollars, and provide some tips for collectors seeking to add this piece to their collections. By the end, you'll have a thorough understanding of why the 1982 50 pence continues to capture the attention of coin enthusiasts worldwide. To understand the significance of the 1982 50 pence coin, we first need to look at the historical context. The 50 pence coin, or 50p, was first introduced in the United Kingdom in 1969 as part of the decimalisation process, which marked a major shift in British currency. Before decimalisation, the UK relied on pounds, shillings, and pence, a system that had been in place for centuries. The 50 pence coin replaced the 10 shilling note, offering a more durable and practical alternative for everyday transactions. The 1982 edition of the 50 pence coin is part of a long-running series featuring the iconic heptagonal design, which makes it instantly recognizable. Its obverse showcases the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, which, in 1982, was the third portrait of the Queen used on UK coins, crafted by Arnold Machin. The reverse, designed by Christopher Ironside, features the seated figure of Britannia, a symbol of Britain's enduring strength and heritage, holding a trident and shield. This design not only reflects national pride but also preserves a classic aesthetic that has made these coins beloved by collectors for decades. The 1982 50 pence coin was minted in large quantities for circulation, but over the years, many have been lost, damaged, or withdrawn from circulation. This makes surviving examples, especially those in decent circulated condition, a noteworthy find for collectors. Unlike uncirculated or proof coins, circulated coins carry the marks and patina of everyday life, which adds character and a story to each piece, making them a unique window into the past. One of the most remarkable aspects of the 1982 50 pence coin is its design and physical characteristics. The coin weighs 13.5 grams and measures 27.3 millimeters in diameter. Its distinctive heptagonal shape, with 7 sides of equal length, was designed to allow vending machines to easily recognize the coin, a practical innovation for the era. The alloy used is cupronickel, giving it a silvery appearance and resistance to corrosion. The obverse of the coin features the aforementioned portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, showing her wearing the tiara, which was widely admired for its lifelike detail. The reverse portrays Britannia seated, facing right, with a trident in her left hand and a shield in her right, while a lion rests at her feet. This classical imagery, rich in symbolism, evokes stability, protection, and continuity, qualities the Royal Mint sought to reflect in the nation's coinage. Collectors often pay close attention to subtle variations in coins from this era. For example, minor differences in edge thickness, lettering, and strike quality can affect the coin's desirability. While the 1982 50 pence was produced in large numbers, certain batches may have slightly deeper or shallower relief, small die cracks, or minor anomalies that make individual coins stand out. These characteristics, although not always visible at first glance, can make a significant difference when assessing a coin for collection or sale. Even though the 1982 50 pence coin was minted in significant numbers, finding one in good circulated condition has become increasingly difficult. Over time, coins in circulation endure scratches, nicks, and wear, which gradually degrade their features. Interestingly, this imperfect condition does not necessarily diminish the coin's collectability. On the contrary, many collectors appreciate circulated coins because they carry the history of their journey, telling the story of everyday life in Britain during the early 1980s. Damaged or heavily circulated examples can sometimes be undervalued, yet these coins remain highly sought after in the numismatic community. Collectors often seek out specific years or mint batches to complete their collections, and the 1982 50 pence is no exception. Even a coin with worn details can attract buyers if it exhibits distinct characteristics or belongs to a known limited batch. Online auction platforms, coin fairs, and specialist dealers consistently report steady demand for these coins, indicating that even circulated examples retain both monetary and historical value. It's also important to note that coins with certain types of wear, such as a slight smoothing of Britannia's figure or minor edge nicks, are considered acceptable by many collectors, as long as the coin is authentic and retains its essential features. The scarcity of coins in any condition gradually increases their appeal, meaning that even a circulated 1982 50 pence can be a prized addition to a collection. Now, let's talk numbers. The auction market value of a circulated 1982 50 pence coin varies based on its condition, rarity, and any unique characteristics it may possess. On average, a coin in standard circulated condition showing moderate wear but with clear details on both the obverse and reverse typically sells for between $425,000. Coins with more noticeable wear or minor damage may still find buyers, but at the lower end of this spectrum. Coins that exhibit unusual features, such as die errors, slight off-centering, or distinctive mint marks, can fetch higher prices. Some of these special examples have been known to sell for $321,000 or more at auctions, depending on collector interest. Notably, coins sold through reputable auction houses or specialized online platforms often command a premium, as buyers are confident in the authenticity and provenance of the piece. So it's worth mentioning that market trends fluctuate. Interest in UK coins has been growing steadily among collectors worldwide, and international buyers are increasingly paying in dollars rather than pounds, which can affect pricing. Keeping track of recent sales and monitoring auction results is essential for anyone interested in buying or selling a 1982 50 pence coin in circulated condition. For those looking to collect the 1982 50 pence coin, there are several key tips to keep in mind. First, always verify authenticity. While this coin is not considered rare enough to have widespread counterfeiting issues, it's essential to ensure that any purchase comes from a reputable source. Check for correct weight, diameter, and metal composition, and closely examine the details of the Queen's portrait and Britannia design to understand grading. Circulated coins are graded on the extent of wear, ranging from good to very fine. Learning these grades will help you accurately assess a coin's value and negotiate effectively when buying or selling. Remember, even coins with moderate wear can be valuable, especially if they possess unique features or come from a limited batch. The market. Check online auction sites, coin dealer listings, and numismatic forums to get a sense of current pricing trends. Patience is key. Sometimes, waiting for the right coin at the right price can make a significant difference. Additionally, building relationships with local coin shops or attending coin fairs can provide opportunities to discover well-preserved circulated coins at reasonable prices. Store your coins properly. Circulated coins may already have wear, but additional damage from improper handling or storage can reduce value. Use coin flips, capsules, or soft cloths to protect your collection, and avoid touching coins directly with your fingers to prevent oils from causing corrosion over time. In summary, the United Kingdom's 1982 50 pence coin in circulated condition is far more than just a piece of change. Its historical significance, unique design features, and enduring collector appeal make it a fascinating coin for both novice and experienced numismatists. While heavily circulated examples show the marks of everyday life, they carry a story that adds depth to any collection. The coin's auction market value, although modest for standard circulated examples, can increase considerably for coins with unique characteristics, making it a worthy investment for those interested in British coinage. Whether you are an avid collector or simply intrigued by the history of UK currency, the 1982 50 pence coin offers a tangible connection to Britain's past. With careful research, attention to detail, and a bit of patience, you can find a piece that not only enriches your collection but also serves as a conversation starter and a reminder of the rich legacy of British coinage. So, keep exploring, keep collecting, and continue to appreciate the stories behind every coin. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1982 50 pence coin, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of our future coin collecting videos. We love hearing from fellow collectors, so drop a comment below if you have any questions, stories, or coins you're hunting for. Until next time, keep exploring, keep collecting, and may your finds always be rare and valuable.